the Jazz Cloud, I'm Richie Zellon, and in this video I want to give you the scoop on comping in 3/4 time in collaboration with another jazz guitarist who also has a popular YouTube channel. So stick around because we are about to teach you a lesson you won't forget. Ha ha ha! Welcome back to the Jazz Guitar channel where I cover everything about the art of playing jazz guitar. As I mentioned in the beginning, today we are exploring the art of the jazz waltz, which is a time signature many players don't feel that at home with. And today I've got a special guest who is collaborating with me on this subject that many new jazz guitarists want to know more about. And I'm referring to Sandra Sherman of Guitarversum. And I really want to encourage you to stay with us until the very end because Sandra and I are going to perform a virtual duet where we will apply the concepts from this lesson to a well-known standard in 3/4 time. Let's have a round of applause and welcome Sandra Sherman.
Thanks, Richie. The pleasure's all mine. Hello, jazz friends around the world. Greetings from Austria, where there are no kangaroos.
Thank you, Sandra. I'm glad you cleared that up. I thought it would be fitting to collaborate with Sandra on this video because in addition to being a jazz guitarist, she is, of course, from the birthplace of the Viennese Waltz. Having said that, I am a firm believer in exploring the roots of all jazz styles in order to better understand them. Can you recommend some of your favorite jazz waltzes and possibly using a short progression, maybe demonstrate the traditional Viennese waltz in contrast to how you would comp over a jazz waltz?
Oh, my favorite jazz waltzes. I would say Blues Set, for sure, is my favorite. My favorite things. Yours is My Heart Alone and Someday My Prince Will Come. classical waltz, it's played in a pattern like this most of the time. So it's basically just 1 on the bass, then 2 and 3, or maybe 3 if you're a real Viennese, because you know we have so many conductors complaining about the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra. They play the count 3 so late, so it kind of never happens. So they say Viennese waltz is 1, 2, and maybe 3. Now, a jazz waltz, on the other hand, is a lot more complex. My basic pattern is something like this. 1, 2, 3. So I almost always play a 2-bar compound rhythm. But of course, we can also let chords ring for an entire bar followed by a cluster of voicings like in most regular 4/4 jazz standards. 1, 2, 3. All right, now I have 2 tips for you. The first one is for medium to fast tempo waltzes. Tap your foot on beat 1 only. This will stabilize your timing, help you play more relaxed and less busy, and it will also improve your sense for the 4-bar structure on most jazz standards, most jazz songs. So if you think of the quarter notes as triplets and you get 4 bars, so this will sound like, this is the way you should think. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each of them is 1 bar actually, and altogether they are 4 bar sequence. Now here's my second tip for you. For slow tempos, I have a little drummer boy in my head playing the following pattern. Dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum dum dum.
Thank you, Sandra, for all those great tips. I also love all those standards you mentioned, and I would like to add to that list a few of my all-time favorites. You know, I really like 2 pieces by Bill Evans, very early in Waltz for Debbie. Another lesser-known jazz waltz is How My Heart Sings, and I especially recommend the Jim Hall version for all you fellow guitarists. You know, Hall was a master when comping over 3/4 time. Oh, and 2 more I almost forgot that I really like are Alice in Wonderland and Jitterbug Waltz, which is a classic by Fats Waller. Those of you who are meeting Sandra for the first time, I recommend that you check out her YouTube channel, Guitarversum it's called. And I am also collaborating with her on a video on her channel about our choice of standards you should learn for a jam session. And I will place a link in the info section down below for you to check out. So that was our first virtual duet on YouTube. Sandra playing from Austria, where there are no kangaroos, and yours truly from the USA, where there are no llamas. Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you want more virtual duets? Also, feel free to share your thoughts and experience about comping in 3/4, as well as any jazz waltzes you feel everyone must absolutely check out. And if this is your first time and you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe and be sure to click on the bell notification icon so you won't miss anything. Meanwhile, here's another video I want you to check out.